on the Rakan locked in.
You could also look for some invades. I think Shen, Jarvan together actually skirmish pretty effectively, especially into a Rakan Wukong, if that's the match that they're looking into. The Corki will be the final lock. You already talked about the possibility of some pressure towards the top side of the map for Rooster in exchange for a Drake. GiantX stacking these up early doors. Grub's the next objective for both these teams. And if GiantX do want to play around them, that's how you would set up doing that. Oscarinin down to about a third HP, gets the bit of proc onto Rooster. Equalizer down, Oscarinin charges over the entirety of it. Flash forward from Rooster! Oscarinin just gets burnt alive!
They want to try and contest this. No Rumble ult available, which is why GiantX feeling a little bit more confident.
Sheo, Cyclone onto the backline. Sten looking to knock up with the grand entrance as well. A second Cyclone catches Jackies and Jun. Call to the forward squad from Oscarinin. Sheo very deep. The rest of the team not here, and a Shockwave will take his life. A little greedy there from Sheo to go as deep as he did.
Yeah, it went a little bit too deep, and especially as you have Oscarinin shifting down with that ultimate still available, very easy to zone away the rest of shifters, and you kind of got to see why they were caught out there. And even though I was like, you know, maybe Jackies doesn't really have the damage picking up those early Swifties, they still just have enough when Sheo's on his own.
Yeah, Sheo's so isolated from the rest of his team. If we can't 6 there or something,
well, so no, our Rooster will need to TP into this if he wants to have a bit of a
Oscarinin was actually waiting in the Razorbeak pit as he comes around. Sheo looks at the Cyclone, dodges away. Second Cyclone, Sten with the quickness, gets a bit of the stand United Cataclysm out as well. Call to the Forge God comes down, doesn't connect on anyone. Isma almost falls to the Arcane Storm, but manages to survive. GiantX still going to play around this Drake. You can see how much GiantX are prioritizing these Dragons early game.
It's kind of like a tale of two sides right now, because it is GiantX prioritizing the Dragons more, and you're seeing that shifters want the gold. Like, they just left Rooster in the top lane. But because GiantX kind of botched the setup there, without any sort of follow-up, shifters then were able to push them back. They got Isma super low. He's not confident he can survive.
To the 4 here for shifters. Paduk, though, needs to get away from Jackies, who has the Shockwave. Paduk has Flash. He looks for the trade onto Jackies for now. Shockwave still pulls him back out of the Valkyrie. Nicely done by GiantX to secure.
Carry pings for help me, because I'm like, I've got Standing United.
I
can get down here.
I'll be there if you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there. Rooster, be careful. Call to the Forge coming out. Jackie's TP'd up for this. Rooster flashes into the way of a train. That's a philosophical dilemma I've never heard about. If you can flash away, nice play from Jackies as well. The TP behind on one of those wards that Jun had just finished placing allows Jackies to get behind. They'll get some tower plates towards that top side as well. Jackies very accelerated compared to Nuke at the moment.
Yeah, even with him getting that first circle. So definitely going to be nice for GiantX, and I think
game for shifters as well. And they do still have a slight gold lead, but it's very much been culled from the position it was before.
Yeah, I mean, this is still an incredibly close game, right? Like, the gold lead, pretty negligible. It's a Dragon apiece. Probably going to get a bit of a trade setup here as we start to move in towards this Dragon in 20 seconds. But you've got Jackies, who is very fed coming into this. Rift out of the back pocket of GiantX, and they're already in River.
Shadow Dash, Shockwave, massive damage coming out from Jackies. And here with the Cyclone Show, just trying to retreat Cataclysm down onto Nuke as well, who has to flash away. Equalizer put down, Stand United used by Jun to keep Isma alive. This is a fight for the next Drake, and GiantX have won it out. Killing off Stend. Looks like Isma is actually going to reset first. Call to the Forge got out from Oscarinin. They'll go for Rooster and get the knock-up onto Nuke, but it's more a distraction. No one had a ticket to that train.
Yeah, a little preemptive in that one. I don't think it was fully necessary to throw it out for Oscarinin, but still, you get the Dragon for GiantX, you get a kill, and that's all you really wanted, an ability to try and play through Jackies, and fair play to Jun and Isma. They found that setup perfectly.
Really nicely done all around by GiantX, and it feels like shifters on the back foot a little bit more in these fights. We're having another look at the engage.
Yeah, it was a nice setup from Jun. Shadow Dash into the flash. Easy setup there. And with Jackies then having to follow up, immediately Isma there with the flag and drag. There's very little the shifters can really do. Isma lucky to kind of get out of that. Oh, hang on.
Jun charmed up with the quickness. Jun trying to walk out, but Sten secures the kill. Paduk,
okay, that last play. This is where I really, on both sides, want to see them clean up a little bit.
See if they do that. Sten dashing across the wall. Sheo looking for Flackhead, who's caught out in the Cyclone. Okay, that was clean from Shifters. As Flackhead did die. The gold leads for Shifters. Still remain in the top lane, the bot lane, and the support role. But Jackies has 1,000 gold in his pocket that was cleared out behind Shifters here. really, this fight now becomes a debate as how good are GiantX with the Shockwave Cataclysm combination. Shifters having to walk through choke points, very difficult. Shadow Dash, taunt, Shockwave, Sten flashes it. Call of the Forge God still rams him down. Oscar in on the chase onto Product as well, who flashes over the wall. Isma goes in with the Cataclysm, and there's the combination that we thought might happen. Isma gets another, Sheo forced away, and this will be third Drake to GiantX.
Nicely done by GiantX, taking the fight in a very strong position. Trying to re-enter through those choke points that you were calling, Medic, is so difficult against an Ornn. Just having that little pillar means you get so much control of the zone. And GiantX play around it perfectly.
And all credit to Jun, right? His snap engages onto Sten have been sublime. We saw one around the last Drake, we've now seen another one, and now Rooster overextended, doesn't have the equalizer up. Jun just looking for the Shadow Dash. Rooster does have flash, uses it, and there's the chase down for GiantX. Isma not gonna get the final auto attack. Flacker just died.
Huh?
Was he shopping? I feel like he may have been shopping. It's a Cyclone coming out from Sheo. Flacker burnt his flash as well. Maybe he arcane shifted down towards bot side to try and be part of that play, and then just got caught out.
Yeah, I mean, he threw the ultimate, so I assume he kind of just stuck throwing the ultimate, and Shea was like, "Right, I can try and pick you off."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't great for Blackhead. What could have been a 1-0.
You can see the lack of vision that they have on this bottom half of the map, and GiantX happy to just group with the waves pushed in and get this mid lane tower.
Isma's the one to get his item upgraded first.
Yeah, I see GiantX just trying to get the waves, so then Shifters can't use it to try and look for the tier 2 tower. Shifters, though, starting to move into a position where Sten has a potential for a flank, and that's where GiantX a little bit more cautious.
Really difficult for Shifters to go in. Sheo goes in with a Cyclone, but immediately taunted up by Jun, and Sheo's just dead. Where he stands, like, who is face checking for you as Shifters? It's Sheo, and he can't. He just doesn't have the tankiness.
Yeah, Shifters end up investing all their vision on the top side, so little to try and figure out what GiantX got up to in that river area, and it comes back to bite them.
Yeah.
Had to just face check this tank lineup, and it goes horribly for Shifters. I'm also not the biggest fan of Product going for the Collector on this third item as well. Like, I would have much prefer either opting in towards the Infinity Edge or going towards that last Whisper, because there's such a beefy lineup in front of you, and it's new.
You look at the slow, just from the True Shot barrage. Isma trying to chase Product. The Shockwave Cataclysm combination flashed away by Product. Quickness onto the backline. GiantX beginning to burn on the back as Isma is forced to flash away. Jackies has the standing item on him. Rooster burning through them. Flacker's going to flash to the wrong side of the map. And just as we praise GiantX, it all falls apart. Product kills Flacker. Oscar
Shifters come out with the lead, and they immediately turn towards the Baron.
Well, obviously, they might as well. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for Shifters. Gifted 2 kills. Oscar doing well, though, to keep Shifters away from the Baron for now. And in the end, Shifters, although they have slowed up the game a little bit, haven't really made massive inroads into the lead compositionally that GiantX have as Sheo's caught. Sundered Skyproc knocked up into the air by Oscar and Isma gets the kill. And now GiantX.
I'm so confused. Like, we had the little piece from last week, the wild ways to die. I feel like this is very poignant as Product dodges away from the shock blast.
Yeah, nice Valkyrie away from Product. They're Oscar and going in as they look for Nuke. The charm immediately onto Isma. He goes in with the Cataclysm on Sten and Nuke, but he's dead. And now GiantX, you're throwing it again! How is this happening, Sten? Look at the, oh my god! Oh my god! Let's go. Come on, I'm down and dirty. Let's get in the mud. Let's wrestle, baby. Oscar in and comes in with a health shield from the TP. Call of the Forge got down as well. Gravity Well not going to knock him up as Oscar hits the double knock him in the pit. And he kills up Nuke. Yes! This is what we love to see. This is the LEC incarnate. Throw after damn well throw. As GiantX eventually secure the big purple worm.
It was kind of like, oh no, actually GiantX should have this. Like, you've got Shockwave's about to come back up.
Yeah.
It ends up basically hitting no one though, which is the great part. But at least you got a decent engage from Mascarena that actually sets up here. And then, yeah,
It felt very desperate from Shifters in a position I don't think they needed to be desperate.
No.
It was like well, we've thrown the Baron, they've thrown the Baron. Now we've won a fight, we should go to the Baron rather than establishing a moment to think about exactly what's happening in the game, which is kind of back to those mid-late game woes for both these teams. And we see it manifest here. Okay, resetting where we are in terms of state of the game. GiantX have the Baron for the next minute.
This is good.
Rooster
I like this.
has flashes away from the Call of the Forge God. However, Jack is there for the chain, equalizes down, Shockwave as well, misses because of Sonya's. Rooster's still gonna die, and the rest of Shifters were in the bot side, so they can't answer the pressure coming out from GiantX now, who should be able to take this mid-inhib tower. With Rooster down, that's a lot of gold out of the pockets of Shifters. GiantX might just look for a full-on push. Shale going to be spotted towards the side on the ward. Flacker keeping him at bay. Gravity well down on Oscarina, but he doesn't take too much damage. But up trying to clear out the wave.
Oscarina just taking a little bit of damage. Jackies did TP into this. I think GiantX were hoping that would be the end of it, but instead going to immediately turn over towards the Elder Dragon instead, not quite able to find the success they were hoping for.
I think the TP, as you say, was hopeful for an end, but doesn't matter too much because you're just TPing towards your team anyway with Elder up. It's a little bit of vision here for Shifters that GiantX will want to clear out on their way to the Elder, but they don't clear out the far side alteration until just now. So Shifters know the Elder's been begun. Jackies is standing on a ward. Shifters will work their way through the bottom side, trying to get towards Jun. Sten, quickness, great shadow dash into the shockwave. Nuke absolutely eviscerated with Cataclysm there for the follow-up. That was nice from GiantX as they find a great engage. Sheo trying to cyclone in the backline, but here comes Rooster, the Stand United. Not going to save him from the burn of the Flame Spitter. Oscar in with a good knock-up. Barrage coming out as well. The GA on Sheo on that backline equalizes down as well as Jun dies. Rooster stands, but he is not able to stand up to the damage that GiantX put down, and with a TP in from Oscarina, it's all she wrote for Shifters in game one.
Very back and forth, but GiantX managing to close it out in the end with a good team fight and a great setup from Jun. The shockwave that ended Shifters in this game.
Yeah, the combo that came off in the end does manage to secure them game one here. A 36-minute thriller, to say the least. As
Collins and stuff can be a little bit awkward.
Ooh, juicy. Okay. Talia bot is going to be the answer here from Shifters. Paduk has already shown us he is not scared of playing mages, but I do believe this is the first time we have ever seen the evolution of what's happening in the bot lane. Jun already level 2, Sten only just going across towards it. Isma pathing through mid, now they can invade towards the red. Shifter's going to try and react as Flackett's here too. Smite available for both the junglers. Jun goes on to Sheo. Sten tries to go deep, flash away from the seismic stuff from Jun, but Flacker really gets first blood. Sten forced away.
Maybe even make a play down towards that bottom side as well if he wants to, but yeah, Jun and Sten just matching each other for the moment. I expect Jun is basically just here, as you can see, to make sure that this wave gets crushed, but Shifters want more.
Rooster stunned by Oscarina. And Sten comes across. Oscarina staying very deep. Jun trying to get in the way there of Sten, but Oscarina still gets the trade kill as Sten and Sheo unable to get them in time. That is Jackie's at that level 6 on the rise. It will be first Drake and the Scuttlecrab spawning up for Isma to take.
Yeah, which would give Isma the level 6 as well. So, I mean, overall, again, strong early game for GiantX. Oscarina
walk away. Now GiantX, though, using the pressure that they developed in that mid lane, are going for another invade. Flackett already on the move from the bot side, walking into the fog of war, wants to get the honey fruit to kick things off. Paduk across the wall here. GiantX needs to be careful. Sten low, Realm Warp behind, Sten already dead. There's the Realm Warp as Jackies joins the fray, and Sheo forced to flash out. Flackett can look for more, dashes towards the Trundle here. Seismic Shove doesn't connect. Sheo, though, with the Subjugate, healing himself up underneath this tower. The wave not in the best of spots for GiantX to continue a dive, but they can at least chunk out the Trundle and steal away the red buff.
GiantX playing very confidently with their lead, invading there. And honestly, Sheo, very lucky to escape. Isma was looking for that kickback away from the wall, but Sheo barely gets over with the flash. But I love to see this from GiantX. The aggression of playing around Jun and Isma linking up has been perfect, and now Nivea a bit overextended.
Very overextended here. Nuke does have the flash, exhaust is down. Sonic Wave Resonating Strike flashes the wall. Destiny from Oscarina. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go into the middle of 3 members of Shifters, but he was thinking about it for a second. GiantX, again, they're doing this really well. And like last game, we rightfully had a bit of a joke about both these teams. But what GiantX have really set up incredibly well here is mid-prio into a little bit of damage, into a push for an objective. Whether it be a red buff or Razor Beaks here, unable to get it because of the TP coming out from Paduk towards the top side, meaning that Shifters do have a man advantage. But again, you could see what they were trying to do. It's, hey, let's chunk out Nuke, and then let's move across towards the objective as 3.
But it's a similar story to the last game for GiantX, where they already had their waves.
Rooster has the Mega Gnar about a third of the way up. Gonna have a gold card locked in. Oscarina gets the stun. Isma could look for the kick. And that is a very dead Gnar. Great tanking from Oscarina as well. So you've lost pressure in bot. Jun and Jackie's trying to team up in mid to get some pressure of their own, but it's Shifters who pull the trigger first. Flash Frost in, Shield of Daybreak for the stun on Jackie's as well, as he's caught out in the Glacial Storm and he burns down. Nicely done from Shifters to be the first to react to the play. Solid Wave Resonating Strike as well onto Product, forces him down to 300 HP. Jun out of this mid lane tower.
Yeah, he's very low on mana though, so you know, as Shifters try to get back at
they just haven't really had much purchase in the game. It's felt very much like Shifters are playing to the beat of GiantX's drum, and that's exactly what's happening here with the Hexagon Momentum and the Destiny coming out. Sheo's already down, Stend exhausted as he tries to walk away, but Isma will send him. GiantX is saying, okay, you can have this one. Take your small victories, and we will take the bot tower for it, as you say.
They didn't luckily have a mid wave for GiantX to play off of, so weren't able to get any of the plates on mid wave, but you should lose that bot tier 1. So Shifters immediately moving topside, looks like to try and respond in kind.
Oscar winning. Pops in a gold card, stuns up Sheo, puts down the pillar. Oscar winning has flash, nuke, flash frost with the frostbite for the stun. Crystallize wall down as well, as GiantX still want to try and contest this one. They'll step forward again. Oscar winning doing a good job of staying healthy enough that he can continue this contest. Tower down in the bot lane. Jun underneath the tower. Dragon's Rage kick lands onto Sten, but the knock into the wall on Isma from Rooster. Enough to get the kill. Jun now underneath the tower by himself. Sten will stun him up, and Shifters find 2 more.
I'm sure Isma could see the montage play in his eyes and like could connect the dots, but he got connected with a wall, which Destiny from Oscar in and trying to move into position and keep Shifters off of this dragon.
Rooster's going to TP to the mid lane as well. Oscar in the target, he flashes away, lands the gold card onto Sten. Drake pulled out and pushed back as the Rift Herald spawned by Shifters. Jackie's still waiting to see if he can find an avenue into the fight. The Crystallize not quite blocking off Flackett enough. Culling still a quarter of the way before it's back off cooldown, but we have that Dragon's Rage back. Isma looking for a flank of his own.
Jackie's needs to be very careful that this Trundle Pillar doesn't isolate him. We'll have to burn Flash if it does.
Still have the Ghost. There we are, Crystallized Pillar. Jackie's decides against flashing, stunned up, now flashes away. Weaver's Wall splits GiantX in 2. Jun still looking for that flank on the Camille. Acting as a distraction. Rooster almost has the Mega Gnar up. Has flash as well. Jun goes in. Rooster with a Gnar into the wallop. 2 stunned against the wall. Oscar in the second target as Rooster helps get the shutdown. Jun forced away and GiantX just overplay their hand.
Jackie stepping up that far was an easy wall into pillar. So I think you're happy here as GiantX. They managed to get this. You've covered the bot play. You're not in a terrible spot, right? And there's always
without engaging in this situation. You're at a massive numbers disadvantage as Flackett clears out and pushes in that mid wave. Oscar has been kept at bay by Rooster with the reset coming out from Jackie to go into the enemy jungle and place vision down themselves. They've been protecting around the Baron pit most.
And to begin on.
Then Destiny. Oscar looking for Duck in the mid lane. Seismic Shove doesn't connect as Product falls. GiantX used the Destiny perfectly as Sheo pops the subjugate to try and pop Isma.
Hasn't really been able to get much now. They're starting to establish some of that vision on the bottom side, but it has been a little awry as looking at mid.
Oscar really now has Destiny back up. He's looking towards mid. Resets coming out. Sten goes in with a Hex Flash. Just dives onto nuke. Hexagon made him on Sten as well with the Cullen coming down. Sten falls first. The kick back onto the Trundle. Sheo in the middle of the team, and Flackett immediately culls him. Isma likely to die, but he manages to escape with a safeguard. Rooster the next target as Jackie steps up, but with the Crystallize blocking off almost the entire lane. He has to flash. GiantX, though, looks like they'll turn their attentions towards the Drake after winning out on the fight. Rooster still trading with Flackett, who is absolutely massive. Lord Doms alongside the Flicker Blades and the Essence Reaver makes it pretty difficult to stand up to this Lucian.
Brilliant response from Jun on that play.
Yeah.
This is a significantly better performance from GiantX. Like, I like the way they're trying to play for picks. There's been decent map movement.
Not going to go any deeper. GiantX still playing around this Baron.
This is not good.
In the pillar down. Jun goes in with a Hexagon Momentum. Isma and Jackie's in the back of the pit. Jun already low. Destiny out from Oscar as he tries to rectify this play, but Jackie's dead. Isma manages to safeguard across the wall, but Shifters will start up the Baron.
Absolute mess from GiantX as they try to escape away.
He has no flash. He's got no flash. In dives Rooster, about to go Mega, and Flackett's down too. Dagda.
It wasn't me! I said I prefaced it with touch wood. Everyone knows that gets you off the hook.
Oh, sure. Press the...
Oh.
Okay, well, that's Baron for Shifters. So we've had the 18-minute throw and we've had the 32-minute throw. Those are 14 minutes apart.
Exactly. I think they know. I think they know.
Isma, you look at the dragon. Isma's gone for it. Oh, Isma, the guardian angel will bring him back, but his prayers will not be answered. Touch wood again, Rob. Isma's dead. Shifters now 11-9 up. Still 2,000 gold behind, but they do have this Baron for the next 2 minutes, and the enemy jungler's dead with 15 seconds.
See?
After he's
No, actually, there's a little bit more of a gold difference.
Yeah, okay. So next time there'll be 6,500 gold ahead. Sten caught out in the culling. Sten's dead. Okay. Good to understand, sure. But we had fun. Hopefully the players did too. As this is Soul for GiantX, by the way. Shift is late to the party as Sheo tries to step in, but that's the Soul just gone. Sheo flashed into the pit, smited, still didn't get it. Now kicked back and taken out by GiantX. The Realm Warp behind as well with the Hexagon men going in, but the Solar Fire down on Sunscreen means that he's going to die. Rusa has no Mega Gnar, but he has enough teammates to chase him down as Flacken goes down as well. Oh my god! We're going to see a loss with a Hex Soul, but only the second time in LEC this year?
They nearly lost the last game of Exo, so... I don't...
I need to soundboard whatever the noise was that came out of you there for a
Yeah,
second, by the way.
I'm like 10 seconds on Jun. They're kind of low. Isma's kicking a second.
Yeah? I think it's in him. I think it's in him and back. Oh, but they're not
going to back.
They have back. The Baron expires. Okay, here we go. Jun and Isma versus the world. Shifters kind of low. Sonic Wave from Isma trying to clear out the way. Rooster kick back. Isma goes low. Isma's down. Jun trying to get onto Sten. He distracts them for long enough. No! 17 seconds they've lost with a Hex Soul. Shifters only the second team to do it as they take down GiantX and take us to game 3.
I don't know what this is. I don't know how we got here. But
is it actually going to be the Warwick? It is. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Oscarinin. Well, when we were talking about him in the Orm game, we said this isn't really where Oscarinin has been recently. He's been more on carry tops. Warwick, a great neutralizer into the Ambessa, but can do a lot of work as the game goes on. I understand why it hasn't been taken. It's just one of those fun things that I like to point out from time to time, Dagda. As Sheo is waiting in the wings here. Bitrate's over onto Isma. Follow Pack can dodge the fear. Hero's entrance though, the fear still comes down. Crash lightning out of Paduk as Jackie splashes forward, and Sten doesn't really have anywhere to go. Flacker will chase him down. The final shot comes out and claims his life. Nuke diving onto the backline, but a magical journey taken by 4 will get all. Can send on the top side of the map with the grub spawning in 4 seconds. It's the priority for Shifters, overtaking any control over the bottom side. Jun's going to spot the fact that Sheo has started up on those grubbies. Paranoia now available for Isma as well. Sheo trying to dodge that Cosmic Binding, but doesn't manage to. Darking daggers coming out as well. Jackie's here to join the fight. Crash down from Sen. Jun flashes away. Crash lightning from Paduk. They dive in. Nuke taunted. Paranoia out as GiantX try and turn this fight around. The fear on Oscarinin gonna be enough as Sheo takes the kill, but Paduk in the midst of the pit is down. Public execution coming out from Rooster as well. He's found his executioner's calling as he tries to dance around a GiantX. Rooster full HP. But GiantX able to win out on the fight in the end anyway. Rooster flashes a magical journey in from Isma. Isn't going to go any further. 2 grubs to 1. Get themselves 2 grubs alongside that Ocean Drake. Paranoia already 2/3 of the way off cooldown. Oscarinin chases onto Sheo. Going to get the fear off as well. Another hero's entrance. Sheo with the call of the pack jumps up, but Oscarinin can just chase him down. Oscar's the big dog on campus.
So just going to clear out a ward instead.
Clearing out vision, allowing for a little bit more fog of war. Oscarinin jumps back in. And the Primal Howl Fear gets it onto Rooster. Infinite Duress available here as well for Oscarinin. Goes in, there's Paranoia follow-up. Rooster has no flash and no public execution, and Isma takes a kill on the top side.
I really like these rotations from GiantX. They've been doing a great job of using these semi-globals as new. Trading on towards but nothing else.
Sten, Magnet Storm onto Jun. Crash Lightning coming out from Paduk. Jun, Tempered Fates. Takes a second, has a think. As Paduk begins to open up again, and Jun saves himself, it seems. Paduk, with the Extendo Beam, almost finds a good Cosmic Binding out. Sheo's going to eviscerate over this wall. Hound's Pursuit onto Jun, who magical journeys and tries to escape. Another Hound's Pursuit from Sheo, but he's just going to die to the tower. As Flacket has a kill.
Like beans on toast.
Yeah, but he said it in a way that was like, anyone that likes beans on toast is lesser.
I think you might be reading this.
I've been harassed for my beans on toast love for too long, Rob. Is Nuke chunked out by Jackies.
He doesn't have them.
Yeah, Paranoia in and Nuke. Oh, good flash away. Second perfect execution does get him to safety, but he has to sacrifice the entirety of the wave to the bot lane tower and use his ultimate and use his flash, and Paduk's going to get jumped on with an infinite duress. Deadly Flourish doesn't land, Curtain Call comes across, Paduk feared back, the barrier not enough to save him. Oscar in and everywhere on this Warwick.
Yeah, that's the fun times of a Warwick. He holds down Q, he follows you the entire way across the wall, and you don't get to escape. And off the back of that, GiantX with a nice pick. They get the Dragon, they force a ton out of Nuke, who did escape very nicely, like good hands, but unfortunately had to lose a lot on that bottom side. So GiantX again extending this gold lead more and more.
Yeah, Oscar in 700 ahead. Same lead for Jackies, a 1.7k lead for Flackett, who's gone Storm Razor first on this gen. We'll have another look at this play, because Oscar in the area. Because of that, will give up first tower, pretty much, to Oscar and to Isma. Rift held up in 16 seconds time. You can see both teams making a beeline towards the top side of the map to play around it. Reset coming out from Jackies. He does have the hero's entrance if his services are required any more rapidly than him just walking through the mid lane. Nuke is going bot though, and without TP, although it does look like it's up soon.
Yeah, the ward just died that actually would have spotted him if he starts to move in towards the enemy jungle, but still caught here.
Ooh, Deadly Flourish going down as they look to catch up. Oh man, the guy didn't get a chance.
Like using that tempo that he has to actually make these plays and set up, and shifters just aren't ready for it. And I think this was the biggest thing that stood out over the last couple of games, that even though GiantX struggled when it got to the mid to late, hang on, no, it's fine. Their ability to actually set up for map movement plays pre-18 minutes was pretty good.
Yeah, very solid overall. Like, we praised them for it in both the games. First game, shifters did get ahead, as we do see Nuke caught again. Winds of War coming down, almost burning him. Jackies has the flash, but Nuke is able to get out. Riftail will get the charge in and should kill off this tower. Hound's Pursuit in from Sheo. He just went so deep. The TP behind, as you say, with Rooster going in, but Sheo's dead before Rooster can even land. And that bird can't fly anyway, as Sten follows suit. Jun in with a chase. Paduk tries to crash some lightning. But all that's going crash is shifters. They're now trying to collapse in a 3v4. The hero's entrance will knock Rooster up. He's feared as well. A Deadly Flourish for the follow-up. Shifters just throwing everything in and not getting anything out. A fear again onto Nuke after he picks up one, but GiantX take 3 kills, take one.
Reconsidering sending all 5 there. You can see Rooster now going back up to top.
Here we go. Oh. Well, Jun and Jackies are here, by the way. Temper Fate going down. Jackies looking for Winds of War. Doesn't get the taunt as he's stunned up, but GiantX defend their top lane tower well. And yeah, that's the problem with sending 5 top. Jackies and Jun are here to be bouncers and to block you off.
Technically, they haven't sent Rooster top yet.
We've only
just been walking back and
top,
forth from Red Bull. So he's now only coming top.
Okay, here's Rooster, 5 top. There's a Nocturne in the bot side. Here's the hero's entrance. They're looking for it onto Oscar in it. And there's a Cosmic Binding onto Rooster and Sheo. There's the taunt follow-up, and Flackett will open up the curtains. Meanwhile, there's a Nocturne in bot lane pushing a tier 2. Shifters tried to take a 5v3, it turned into a 5v4, and they lost both anyway. A suppression with the infinite duress onto Nuke, who dies back in with the perfect execution, but he's caught out with a just punch. Oscar in and going to fall as well, a 1-for-1 the exchange. Meanwhile, there's a Nocturne in the bot lane pushing you inhibitor tower. Baron setup has happened for GiantX. They put some vision down towards the shifter side of the jungle. Hex flash in though, as Flackett is overextended. Manic Storm coming out as well, but looking for the trade. Hound's Pursuit onto the backline. Flackett able to walk away from it for now, and with the fear going down on Sheo, Isma able to pick up one on that backline.
But
Nuke's going to TP in. He's got TP. Okay, so the Baron's at 10k. Sten has no Magnet Storm, no flash.
Please don't take it yet.
Rooster has a public execution, and Nuke has a perfect execution. Combined, they're a perfect public execution, but this time, they were not combined.
Significantly better. Playing back, covering Flackett, really well orchestrated. Now Paduk might be dead again.
Yeah, the damage from Jackies is actually pretty substantial right now, as he manages to pick up the kill. TP coming in as well with the Paranoia there for the follow-up. Jackies flashes away, then goes back in with the hero's entrance as Sheo is forced into fear. The Paranoia catches him out, another fear onto Nuke. And pretty soon is looking pretty soon now, Rob.
I say very, very soon, as GiantX standing outside the base of Shifters. Shifters even caught again here.
Tempered Fate into the, flash away from Rooster. Dodges away from the curtain call as well. Okay, GiantX, you won't get the full complement of Rooster this game. Instead, have to settle for him trying to defend his Nexus towers. 12 seconds before Paduk respawns. Okay, GiantX decided, you know, an Infernal Soul better than not having an Infernal Soul. Although their Soul win percentage is only 50 this series so far.
Yeah, not amazing odds, but sure. GiantX.
Oh yeah, it should become Spanish.
Okay. This is all the Spanish I have now. We've run out.
Oh, well, I've good news for Shifters fans.
Okay.
Infernal Soul is the lowest win rate soul of the LEC in 2026.
I mean, is it like 60%?
86.7%. Okay.
That's still pretty high.
Yes, but before today, Hextech Soul had only lost 1 game out of 23. And that's like a 96% win rate. So anything can happen. I will say a 10.7 thousand gold deficit and an Infernal Soul deficit might be too much of a mountain for Shifters to climb. We need Yamato to come in and do a speech.
True.
Perhaps at that point they'd be able to.
Yeah, I mean, they're going for it.
Here is Ender's Public Execution going onto the back line as well, but immediately Rusu is just knocked up to rest with the infinite duress and dead. Stend likely to follow suit as this one's going to chase him down. The curling calls onto Baduk. The dash in from Oscarin, and he'll get another. Stend forced away. Nuke executes in reverse as he gets the Guardian Angel out of Isma, but it's all done with the Nexus falling now. GiantX have a wave in the bot side. They've got another super minion coming across. Blackhead taking its time to hit the mid lane inhib on the way. Shifter's going to try and defend with 3. Sten with a good shadowing strike. Oscarin is still chasing him down. Will be able to pick up his 5th kill of the game. The Nexus Tower's not really the target for GiantX. They're thirsty for a little bit of blood. Hound's Pursuit in from Shell, dashes away. You see the flash come out to protect him. And now another taunt as Blackhead takes the kill. Okay, they'll end it now. 26 minutes in, GiantX 2-1 in the series.
Significantly better game.